So today we're going to be looking at our SRA950F brush cutter. So this is a tremendous machine, really powerful. It's almost like having a topper, but mounted onto this small frame that we have here. And in terms of that power, basically if you can knock it over with this front bull bar, then the mower underneath is going to be capable of cutting it. It really is amazing the power that it has. So where might a machine like this be used? Well, let's say you're maintaining paths through woodland, or you've got a lot of vegetation that you need to take down. Maybe you're working on slopes, because this machine, being four-wheel drive, will work on up to a 25-degree angled slope. So lots of different areas that you might use a machine such as this. So as ever, the heart of the machine is the engine. So let's start by having a look at that. So engine access actually is very easy on this, and it's very good once we get the hood open. So you have to just kind of lift the seat up. There's a little screw knob that we have to undo here. So I'll just loosen that, take that out, and then I can push back the hood. And as you can see, once you take the hood back, you've got absolute access to the engine at the back here. So what is the engine? We've got a Kawasaki professional grade engine. It's just under 21 horsepower, and it's a V-twin. It gives us tremendous torque and power for us to be able to drive that big blade that we've got on the mower deck. And access, once we've lifted the hood, you can see is really good. You can just see the battery under here. This is the oil for the HST, for the transmission fluid. You've got a couple of filters here. You can see all around here, the oil goes in there. Everything's very easy to get at, and you've got great access. So let's have a look at the controls, and we're going to start with everything to do with the forward motion or stopping of the machine, which is all the orange levers that you can see. So here is the throttle that we speed up and down. Now you may notice here this is slow. There's an economy setting there, so we're not using as much fuel, and then flat out at the bottom there. So the throttle is there. This is the parking brake. So you press down here and just lock it in place with the parking brake and the little lever there. This lever here, if you pull it up, will put the diff lock on. So it's always in four-wheel drive, but in extreme conditions, you can lift that lever up and it will lock all four wheels together. So forwards and reverse is just from this traction pedal here. I press it down, I'm going to go forwards, press down there, and I'm going to come backwards. But on this machine, you do have another option, which is to operate that with your hand. So if you watch the pedal there, as I move this lever forwards, the pedal goes down. If I move this lever back, then the pedal goes backwards. So that means that if you're in an area where it's awkward to use that foot pedal, you can use the hand traction instead to control the forwards and rear movements. So we've talked about how we drive the machine forwards and backwards and all those controls, but obviously we need to engage the mower deck and also set the height of cut. So this lever actually lifts and lowers the deck, but also sets the height of cut. So I can cut from between 125 millimeters and 35 millimeters, and I can set that just using this little knob here as to where I want the deck to drop down to. To engage the deck as I'm driving along is very simple. I just throw this lever forwards. So I'm going to cut along by the side of the lake here. It is a slope. It's not a full 25-degree slope. It's probably around 15 degrees, something like that, but it'll give you a little bit of an idea of how the machine performs. Also, one of the other things that's really nice, and we'll feel it as we go through here because it's quite rough ground, is we've got front suspension on the front axle. You can kind of see the little yellow springs there as I drive towards you, and you'll see the axle moving. That's really improved the comfort of the machine as you use it. So anyway, let's have a little cut along here. Now, I've only got it in the economy setting on the throttle. We don't need it at full speed when we're only going through something like this. But we're going to give it a go along here. I've got this set at around 70 mil. You can see we're cutting through stuff that was a couple of foot high, but we're going through there no problem at all. Now at the moment I'm using my feet to steer, but actually I could easily use my hands to steer there if I wanted to as well. I've got a little gauge actually here which tells me where I am from a steepness point of view, and actually right now that is edging towards 20 degrees, and as I said, 25 is around the max. But you can see, I mean, it's not even making the engine cough at all going through this kind of stuff, and we're cutting down to around 65-70 mil in one go. So this is be a classic area that you might want to maintain with a machine such as this. You can see it's kind of a path going through a woodland here. Now actually it's been relatively well maintained, so it's not in bad condition anyway, but just kind of knock these brambles down and just kind of show you what it does here. We're kind of munching through everything. Bramble almost got me there. As I said, if you can knock it over with the bull bar at the front, the machine will cut it. It's amazing how much power it's got. It doesn't matter if there's wood and various other bits here, it will just go through it. So that was the SRA950FA brush cutter. What a machine. 21 horsepower, 95 centimetre cutting width. And really, if it will knock it over, it will cut it. It will go anywhere, cut anything. Really is versatile. And the addition of the tow bar on the back is a nice little feature. Means you can take little trailers and stuff like that around your area. So if you've got areas like this, like brambles, things you need knocking down, paths to maintain, this really is a great machine for you. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It really has been great fun taking the machine out and putting it through its paces and smashing down some brambles and generally giving it a good old workout. We've certainly enjoyed making it. If you want more information about ISEKI products or service, please go to our website, www.iseki.co.uk, where there's loads more information and there's also a dealer locator. So if you're interested in parts or service, or you want a demo on a marvellous little machine like this one, then please find your local dealer, give them a call, and they'll be happy to come out and give you a demo and talk to you about your needs. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Look forward to seeing you again soon.